Good morning and welcome back, guys. We're at the end now. I know you've had an awesome time learning as well as I've had such a great time teaching you guys. I am Julia Williams, again, reading teacher from Callaway Smith Middle School. Now, we've done a lot in the past 6 weeks, and I know that you've learned a lot and you've been paying close attention. We're going to kind of mix it up today. We're going to do something a little bit different because as of now, you are done with 6th grade. You're ready to move on and we're ready for 7th grade. So we're going to do a little lesson for 7th grade to get you ready, but it's something that you're used to, you've been doing all your life. So today we're going to talk about central ideas. Yes, I know. That's really a main idea. It's the same thing, just a different term for it. Now, our objective today is to determine a theme or a central idea of a text and analyze its development over the course of the text. So now we got to start thinking. Got to use your brains. I want you to stay tuned because I'm going to have a special thing for you at the end, something to look forward to in all of your learning this over the course of our online teaching. Now, here's some terms we need to know. First thing, of course, central idea, better known as main idea. It's what the text is mostly about, from start to finish. Second thing is theme. We've discussed theme before. It is a message, that underlying message, a lesson, something you're supposed to get out of the text. Next thing, when we do have the central idea, it's what the whole thing is about, we have to prove it. Support. It's called supporting details. Those are the details that support the main idea. So for instance, this table as an example. This table could not stand by itself. The top would roughly be your main idea. The legs, of course, would be your supporting details. They support the base of the table. Good. Now, the next thing is analyze. We do this all the time. For instance, we're analyzing the vocabulary terms that we need to know. Basically, when we analyze, it's breaking it down for a deeper understanding, just to understand a little bit deeper. Next, we make inferences. Well, when we make an inference, we take an educated guess. Now, that sounds pretty good. It's educated because you are using what you know. Yes, your prior knowledge. All of that comes into play. Last but not least, summarize. Now, a summary is a short version of the text. Basically, you retell the story from beginning, the middle, to the end. And of course, you got to mention the central idea first and back it up with proof, which would be, yes, your supporting details. You're doing awesome this morning. Let's get started. Now, we're going to do this a little differently. Let's have some fun with it. Let's look at some pictures. I want you to tell me the main idea of this picture. What can you infer? What is going on? Look close. There's a lot going on in the background. You have a lady here. She's standing in front of a stove. She's doing something. She's got a little spoon or looks like maybe a spatula in her hand. She's got a bowl in her hand with some food in it. She's doing something. But there's a lot going on. There are 2 children attached to her legs. There's also 2 dogs. That's a lot. Dogs are like children as well. You should know that if you have some. Look in the background here. It's a lot of clutter, a lot of dishes there, food on them. There's a lot going on. So when I look at this picture, I think that the main idea, this mom is multitasking. She's doing a lot. She's got a lot going on. Now, let's back that up with some proof. You're right, some details. First thing, she's trying to cook dinner. That's what she's doing. She's trying. It's kind of difficult. Your mom or dad might feel the same. They do a lot. We do a lot as parents. We multitask a lot. Secondly, there are dishes on the counter. They need to be cleaned. Now, when I cook, I need clean space. I don't like dishes all over the place. I need it to be clean when I'm cooking. And as I'm cooking, I'm washing dishes at the same time. Kind of goes hand in hand. Multitasking. Last but not least, these kids are hanging around her legs. It's kind of difficult to move around if children are attached to your legs and your feet. That's a big deal. Now, let's take this same image, mix it up a little bit. Let's actually look at some text, analyze it. Canton ran around the house to find his mother. When he finally came upon her, she was changing a load of laundry. "Mom," he demanded, "my video game is out of batteries." Carissa called behind him. "Mom, I need you to help me clean my closet." I'm not happy about that. Mom took a deep breath as she closed the washing machine. "After I fold the laundry, I'll be right there to help." Now, this touches me. This upsets me to know that they're yelling at Mom, of course. Secondly, as a parent, I think we feel as though you can clean your own closet. We're not dealing with that. Now, our job now is to determine the central idea, or better yet, the main idea. What is this text about from beginning to the middle to the end? In other words, what is the whole thing about? Mom is very busy. She is. This is our main idea. She's busy. Now, for us to make that statement, we're stating that she's busy. We have to prove how busy she is. That would be, yes, our supporting details. So how busy is she? She's doing laundry for one. Canton needs batteries. Her son needs batteries for his video game. And thirdly, Carissa needs help cleaning her closet. That's the daughter. She's busy. They are requiring a lot of her. This text is very similar to the picture that we previously viewed. Mom is multitasking. She is busy. Let's try another one. Look at that picture. That's interesting. We're getting into, the summer, and it's getting hot. We want to go places. We want to swim, get in the pool, maybe go to the beach. We can relate to this picture. Now, our job is to determine what is it about. When you see this picture, what is this whole thing based on? I see a lot here. I see two girls, a dog, water. I can see maybe like a paddle boat back here in the background. They're having fun. What is our main idea? These girls are having fun in the summer sun. Now, how do we know that they're having fun? Everything that we are visualizing proves it. It tells us that they're having fun. For instance, look at her face. That's not the face of someone that's not having fun. So we need details, of course, again. This girl is getting ready to jump in the water. You can tell she's kind of bent over. Now, we can say she's already been in the water because she's wet. Her hair is wet. You can tell that she's already been in. So she's smiling, definitely having fun. Secondly, the other girl over here, she's already dived in. She's getting back out, probably getting ready to get right back in. Last but not least, these girls are both smiling. They're having fun. It shows on their faces. Now, I've never seen someone have fun and smile at the same time if they're not having fun. If you're not having fun, you probably have a frown on your face. Now, let's look at another piece of text, very similar. Max dipped his toes in the water. "I don't know about this," he told his dad. "It's cold, murky, and I can even see fish in there." Ever since the incident at the lake last year, Max had been terrified to enter the water. This was the first time he had even dipped his toes in since then. "You can do it," his dad encouraged. "That incident won't happen again." Now, there's a lot going on here. We can compare and contrast this text to the previous picture. Those girls are having fun. Now, compared to Max, do you think he's having fun? No, he's not. He's a little terrified. So what is our main idea? He is afraid of the water. Yes. Now, there's a reason why he's afraid of the water. He said the water was cold and murky. No one likes to get in cold water. Now, don't get me wrong. As children, you love to get in beach water or even the pool. But when you first dive in, it's cold. Now, murky, that's a different thing. That means that water is kind of cloudy, a little bit dark. He also stated that there were fish in there. The way he said it, I don't think he cares for those fish. He also stated that he had an incident at the lake. Now, he didn't specify what the incident was, but I can infer, yes, I'm making an inference. I can infer that maybe he had an accident in the water. Maybe he fell in and almost drowned. You know, that's a bad experience for a child. That would make you not want to swim or get in the water anymore. Secondly, you're children. Like myself, I was a child before, still am, you know, at heart. At the same time, I had older brothers. And when I learned as a child, boys play a lot. They like to try to push you in, and, you know, that could terrify you. That happened to me. Some of you maybe have had the same thing happen. So we could infer, because these are our experiences and we're taking educated guesses, that something similar may have happened to Max. Last but not least, our final supporting detail. This is the first time he's put his toes in that water since last year's incident. So he has not even looked at water probably in a year, and he's still terrified. Let's move on to another picture. Oh, look at that. That's a lot going on. You're children, you can relate to this. Even adults can relate. There's a lot going on. Notice the details. She's covering her face. Her eyes are kind of big right now. See those tools? Those tools represent something in particular. And there's a person right here. She's wearing gloves. That's a lot. I can infer that the main idea here is this girl is afraid of the dentist. Now, how do I know it's a dentist? Well, these tools here, this is what they use to clean your teeth. And most people and children definitely are terrified of that little pick. That thing hurts if you stick it in your gums incorrectly. Now, we need to prove this. We need some details, supporting details to be exact. First thing, she's covering her mouth. She definitely is letting the doctor know, don't put that in there. Don't even come this way. Next, she's looking at those instruments with a scared look on her face. Her eyes are bucked. She's definitely terrified. She's like, oh no, you're not going to do that today. Last but not least, the dentist is waiting until she's ready to open up. They're kind of patient with, especially the children. Adults, we don't get that privilege. You in there, you better open your mouth, get it clean, move on. We don't have time to play around. Kids, a little more lenient. So she's definitely terrified. Now let's take this same thing, visualize, read some text. Let's analyze some text and break it down. It was finally time. Keisha had been counting down the days until her dentist appointment. And today was finally the day. Keisha loved everything about the dentist. The bubblegum toothpaste, the new toothbrush they gave her, the way it felt to rub her tongue across her clean teeth. The only problem was that she only got to go twice a year. She wished it could be twice a month. Now, in comparison, really in contrast, this text is a little different from that picture. The previous picture, the little girl was terrified of the dentist. Now, on this one, Keisha, she's not terrified. She's excited. She wants to go. She's ready. Our main idea is the fact that Keisha loves the dentist. Everything that she mentioned in this text proves how much she loves it. Here's one of our supporting details. She loves the toothpaste. That excites her. She loves the new toothbrush that they give her every time she comes. And she wishes she could go more often. She wants to go all the time. Now, Keisha's definitely different. Most people don't want to go to the dentist at all. She wants to go often. That's a lot. Let's look at another picture. Now, this picture is very interesting. I like to be outside, so that sparks my interest. I see the sun, it's bright, it's colorful, the grass is really green and pretty, but there's a lot going on. This red truck over here is deep in the grass, and I don't see a road going that way. There's another Jeep here. People kind of standing around watching. They're doing something. And down here at the bottom, you got two little kids. She's clapping. Why in the world is she clapping? Well, I can infer that the main idea here is these kids are watching a car trying to get unstuck. That truck is stuck in the grass, probably in the mud or something. Let's find some details. First thing, of course, the truck is stuck. It's in a place it shouldn't be. This is the road over here. Secondly, the Jeep is trying to help the truck get out. It's pulling the truck. You can barely see, but there's actually a rope attached there. Last but not least, that little girl, she's clapping. She's trying to encourage them, like, yay, do it, pull it. You know, they're probably not happy about that. They might be a little upset that she's over there clapping, but, you know, she's a child. That's what we do. Now let's analyze some text. Paul could feel the ice sliding under the wheels of his car. His mom had warned him about driving when it was snowing. And his dad had tried to teach him how to avoid slipping on it. But he was still nervous. He tried to slow down, but he could feel the tires sliding instead of stopping. He knew he shouldn't have gone out while it was snowing. Now, of course, if you're in Mobile, you're in the South, in this area, we don't necessarily experience that. Our example, our comparison would be when it's raining. It rains a lot in Mobile. It stormed a couple days ago. And sometimes we slip and slide on the road when we're driving. It's called hydroplaning. Now, what can we infer? What is this text about? What is the central idea? Paul did not like driving on the ice, yet he tried to do it anyway. Now, how do we know that he did not like it? Here's our proof. Dad tried to teach him, but he was still nervous. So the fact that he was still nervous proves that he didn't like it. Secondly, he tried to slow down. Well, he tried, but it's slippery because, of course, it is ice. It is snowing. And last but not least, last supporting detail for this text, he wished he wouldn't have gone out in the snow. Definitely. Him being nervous and all that, that proved that he did not like it, although he tried it. Here's our final picture. This looks fun. Some of you may be experiencing something like this right now. So we see a little baby. He has a teddy bear. He looks very enthused. Then you got mom over here. You can see that big smile there. Now dad's back there. We can't see his face, but we can pull enough, we can infer enough from mom and the baby. Now look closer into the picture. I see boxes. I see tape on those boxes, some of them. Some are taped, some are open. I also see furniture, and here's some picture frames back here in the background. Now, last I checked, picture frames, should be hanging on the wall somewhere. Why would they be leaning on the wall? Well, I can infer that this picture is about, meaning the central idea. This family either just moved or is getting ready to move in somewhere. Definitely, you more than likely have moved once or twice in your life, so you know what that looks like. Let's back that up with some proof. We need some details. First detail, one of the boxes is already unpacked or being unpacked. Proof is that baby standing there holding that teddy bear. He's already gotten that out. That's probably his favorite thing. First thing he wanted to get out of the box. Secondly, these frames over here, they have not been hung up yet. They're leaning on the wall. Some boxes are still taped, and then we have boxes that are open. Last but not least, the family looks very excited to be in their new home. Well, we know that by the expressions on their face. Most people are very excited about moving, especially moving into a new home. It's exciting, although it's a lot of work ahead of you, but it's very exciting. Now let's take that and look at some text. Tommy had just moved to Ohio, and he had spent the entire summer playing outside, hoping to make new friends. He had played at the park and met Matt. He joined the soccer club and met Peter. And he went to summer camp at the YMCA and met John. Now, the four boys were best friends. Maybe moving to a new place wasn't as bad as he thought. So in comparison, this text is similar to the picture because they are moving, but different situations. So in this particular text, what is it about? What is the central idea here? Well, Tommy made new friends this summer. He made several friends. We have proof that he made friends. He met Matt at the park. He met Peter at soccer. And he met John at the YMCA. He definitely made friends. And it proved that he made friends. His supporting details were the 3 boys that he actually met. Very good. Can you determine the central idea? We are wrapping this up. We've discussed central idea, and you're ready for 7th grade, and you're going to analyze your text perfectly. Now, I have something for you. I told you to stay tuned because I had a surprise for you at the end. We have some little goodies for you. I want to know, can you determine the central idea from just looking at pictures as well? So the first thing I want you to look at is this spoon. Now, we can do a lot with a spoon. That's not enough details, is it? Let's keep going. What about this mixing bowl? It's not a regular bowl. This is not a bowl that you would eat cereal out of. And we definitely wouldn't use this wooden spoon to eat cereal. So let's keep going. Here's a picture of flour. Now, I'm not talking about flowers that grow in a garden. It's powder. You do something with this. Use your context clues. Put it together. Last but not least, what does all 4 of those pictures have in common? Put that together, determine the central idea. What is it about? There's your spoon, your bowl, your flour, and a box of something. I don't know what that is. You tell me. Now, I need you guys to send in an email. You're going to answer this question. Your question is, what is the main idea of these pictures? Now, thank you for watching our Mobile County Public School Television. I need you to email your correct answer to mcpsstv@mcpss.com. It's going to be a special treat waiting for you if you get the right answer, and I know you will. It's going to be a lot of you with the right answer. You can win a Chick-fil-A gift card or a t-shirt. Good luck. I hope you're staying safe. I have enjoyed teaching you these last 6 weeks, and I look forward to teaching you more. Have a great summer. Do your best. Get prepared. Read, read, and read again. Have fun. Don't forget to submit your answer. What is the main idea or central idea for those pictures? Have a good summer, guys. Goodbye.